From the beginning, humans have yearned to connect across distances. Ancient civilizations used smoke signals, drums, and carrier pigeons to send messages. These methods were slow and unreliable, but they held the spark of a desire that would drive us to achieve the seemingly impossible. Imagine, if you will, whispering a secret into the wind and having it heard 1,000 miles away. This was the dream that drove generations of inventors and dreamers. Then came a series of breakthroughs that changed everything. The invention of electricity in the 19th century opened the door to instantaneous communication. The stage was set for a revolution, a world where messages could travel faster than the speed of sound. This was the era of the telegraph, a marvel of engineering that would forever alter the course of human communication. The impact of the telegraph was immediate and profound. News that once took weeks or months to travel could now be transmitted in minutes. Businesses could communicate with distant branches, traders could track prices in real time, and families separated by vast distances could stay in touch. The world, it seemed, was shrinking. One of the key figures in the development of the telegraph was Samuel Morse, an American painter and inventor. Morse's invention of the telegraph and the Morse code in the 1830s revolutionized long-distance communication. His system of dots and dashes representing letters and numbers became the standard for telegraph communication worldwide. The telegraph also had a profound impact on warfare, allowing for the rapid transmission of orders and intelligence. The American Civil War was one of the first conflicts where the telegraph played a significant role, highlighting both the advantages and vulnerabilities of this new technology. The telegraph was a giant leap forward, but it still had limitations. It relied on a coded language, and it could only transmit text. The next great challenge was to find a way to transmit the human voice over long distances. This dream was realized with the invention of the telephone. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell, a Scottish-born scientist and inventor, spoke the first words into a telephone, uttering the now famous phrase, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you." This simple act marked the dawn of a new era in communication. Bell's invention quickly captured the public's imagination, and within a few years, telephone networks were springing up in cities across the world. The telephone's impact on society was even more profound than the telegraph's. It allowed people to hear each other's voices, conveying emotions and nuances that were impossible to express in writing. Families and friends could stay in touch more easily, and businesses could conduct deals more efficiently. The telephone also had a democratizing effect, giving ordinary people access to a technology that was once the preserve of the elite. Section 4. From Wires to Wireless. The Mobile Revolution and the Internet Age. The late 19th and 20th centuries witnessed an explosion of innovation in telecommunications. Inventors and engineers continued to refine the telephone, making it more reliable and affordable. At the same time, new technologies emerged, each building on the last, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. The development of radio in the early 20th century paved the way for wireless communication. Guglielmo Marconi, an Italian inventor, is credited with sending the first transatlantic radio message in 1901. Radio brought news, music, and entertainment into people's homes, transforming the media landscape. It also revolutionized warfare, enabling communication between ships, planes, and ground troops. The invention of the transistor in 1947 was a pivotal moment in the history of electronics. This tiny device, which could amplify and switch electronic signals, paved the way for smaller, more powerful, and more affordable electronic devices. The transistor revolutionized radio, television, and computers, making them accessible to the masses. It also laid the foundation for the development of the integrated circuit, which would further miniaturize electronics and lead to the creation of the microchip. The culmination of these technological advances was the birth of the Internet in the 1960s. Initially developed as a military communication network, the Internet rapidly evolved into a global phenomenon. connecting computers and people around the world. The internet has had a profound impact on almost every aspect of modern life, from the way we communicate and consume information to the way we work, shop, and entertain ourselves. Section 5. A world made smaller, reflections on a connected globe. Looking back over the history of telecommunications, it is clear that we have come a long way from the days of smoke signals and carrier pigeons. Each new technology has built on the last, shrinking distances and connecting people in ways that were once unimaginable. The world today is a vastly different place than it was just a few generations ago. The ability to communicate instantly across continents has had a profound impact on business, finance, and politics. It has also transformed our personal lives, allowing us to stay in touch with loved ones, share experiences, and build relationships across vast distances. The internet in particular has created a global village, connecting billions of people and giving them access to a wealth of information and opportunities. However, this interconnectedness also brings challenges. The spread of misinformation, the erosion of privacy, and the potential for cybercrime are just some of the issues we face in an increasingly connected world. As we continue to push the boundaries of telecommunications, it is essential to consider both the benefits and the risks of these powerful technologies. The future of our planet may well depend on our ability to use them wisely.